Hey Leo, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, November 27th to Monday, December 4th, 2017. Now, what is going on for you this week, Leo, has a lot to do right here with Mercury and Saturn, which is going to be in your 5th house right here of happiness. Also rules romantic relationships, also rules kids, if you have any, and passion projects, entrepreneurship, leadership in some way. 5th house is also a house normally of you going in alone instead of going with other people, just to kind of give you some context there in that. So what that means is that you're having to make, I want to say, a big decision, having some serious thoughts and serious conversations as well about what makes you happy, about what you enjoy in some way, about how you can commit to doing something that you enjoy, that is important to you, that is going to help you lead your life and do more of what you want, okay? Serious conversations, again, also with kids or romantic relationships or about those things. I don't think this is a new thing. That's because we had Mercury and Saturn conjunct last week here, kind of carrying over, and because Saturn's been there for a while, really asking you to figure out what makes you happy and how you can commit to doing that thing, even if it's going to take you a lot of work and effort. Okay, as you're thinking about what makes you happy, there's also a lot going on here where Jupiter is in your 4th house of your home and of your family. So you're thinking a lot about your home and family, about the kind of home life that you have or the home life that you want. Also, 4th house rules emotional states too, so trying to get right with yourself emotionally as well. Because this is Jupiter, I do think there are lots of good things there to help you get right emotionally and to help you build a home life in some way. I think what's happening with this home life that you're building is that you're making some changes to your home here, with Jupiter making a trine over to Neptune in your 8th house of changes. I think whatever changes you make to your home life or to your emotional states are going to be really good for you in some way. They're really going to help you, especially where Saturn and Mercury is, to be happy, to find more of the happiness in life, to work better with romantic relationships or with kids in some way. I do, however, think that some of these changes, even though they're good for you, even though you need to make these changes at home with your family, could be a little bit uncomfortable here because we do have Venus hanging out in Scorpio, where Venus does not like to be. Venus doesn't like Scorpio. Maybe bringing up, even if it is good, some difficult things for you, especially in regards to money at home and relationships at home, feeling a little bit uncomfortable there. Venus also in a trine to Chiron, bringing up some hurt feelings when it comes to your home about some changes you're making at home with your relationships and with your finances. Again, with Jupiter here and this really pretty trine to Neptune, any changes you make are going to be good for you. They just don't feel, or they just may not feel quite right today and this week, and I think you need to be okay with them not feeling quite right and continue to make some of the changes to your home life for you in order for you to be happier, okay? So that's what's going on there. That's going to happen at the beginning of the week, from Monday to Thursday, that you're going to be feeling all of that. What happens then on Thursday, moving into the end of the week, is that we have Mars here in your 3rd house of talk and of communication and of people around town in your community. And Mars here is going to be making an opposition to Uranus in your 9th house of something new and different that you have not done before. So there could actually be some unexpected thing that does come up here in regards to 9th house matters coming in. Some unexpected new thing that you weren't planning on. Typically the 9th house is a good one. It's exciting. Some new exciting thing coming up that you haven't done, that you're then going to have to figure out how to communicate about this new thing and how to make it practical, how to be comfortable with this new thing that comes up in some way. And I think that's what a lot of the end of the week is going to be about, is how you can take some unexpected thing that you weren't planning on in regards to something you haven't done before. Study, travel comes up a lot of times in the 9th house, and you're going to have to figure out how to communicate about it, how to be comfortable about this thing moving forward. 9th house also rules beliefs too, religion. So I don't know, it could be some unexpected things that come from a religious group maybe, or in your beliefs. Maybe you have an unexpected belief that comes up too that you're going to have to figure out how to get right with and how to do more of in your community. Okay, I hope that makes sense with what's going on there. That's going to start to come in. With Mars being in your 3rd house of communication, that's ultimately going to be the area that's going to be affected. Really needing to learn how to communicate about any unexpected things or any insights that comes up about something new that you're doing, and to make them familiar to you. Now, as we move throughout the week, we do get Venus that's going to start to move into Sagittarius on Friday, which is going to put that in your 5th house of happiness. So as to where things may have been a little bit uncomfortable for you, especially in regards to relationships and money and your home life and your family at the beginning of the week, I think relationships and money are going to start to ease up a little bit towards the end of the week as you start to think less about people at home and your home life and more about, okay, now that I've had some things with people and with money and with my home life, how can I start to be happy doing it? How can I start to really commit and move forward on this happy thing that I know I need to do alone for myself to feel better? Okay, I think as you're trying to think about this happy thing, about how you can bring more joy into your life, work better with kids or romantic relationships, there could also be some confusion that comes in here where Neptune is in your 8th house of changes. Because we do have Neptune making a square to the sun this weekend after Venus moves into Sagittarius. Okay, I think you need to make some changes to your home life in order to be happy, but I think you could be a little bit confused about how to be happy from those changes, about how to integrate those changes into your life in a way that is that you enjoy in some way. Maybe these changes have been a little bit unsettling to you lately as well, and I think what you need to do is you need to overcome any confusion about things that are about any changes that you're making that are preventing you from being happy, and really need to figure out how you can be happy despite all these endings and beginnings that have been going on in your life, despite all these huge financial investments, since the 8th house also rules financial investments that you have been making as well. Okay, squares do indicate doing things together, so it's not neglecting some changes so that you can be happy. You have to make changes in your life in order to find that happiness that you need. And I think this week we keep trying to understand how we can be happy as life has been taking some weird turns, or you are as a Leo. Okay, as it's going on, there's also going to be a full moon here in Gemini right here, which is in your 11th house of your hopes and your dreams for the future, of your goals, and also of your groups associations. So as you're trying to make changes in your life to be happy, even if some of these changes are hard here, really having to think about your goals, where you saw your life going, some dreams that you had for the future, and to be honest, to let go of some old dreams, to let go of some old hopes and aspirations, or of some group association that it is that you had and wanted. The reason for that is because we're about to have a new moon in Sagittarius, so you're about to have to focus on you and how you can do you, how you can be happy doing things that it is that you want, whether or not these happy things are going to get your life in the direction that you want it to go in. And I think you got to make sure that you're okay with some of your dreams, okay with some of your group associations, okay with where you saw your life going, so that you can start to give some of that up and do more of what it is that you enjoy and really start to put some of that into place. Okay, I think that's what's going on as you're really starting to give yourself fully to what it is that you enjoy, and to hopefully let go of some old dreams and aspirations and goals that are no longer meant for you. We also have Mercury here going retrograde in your 5th house of happiness, really helping you to say, okay, if you're going to do this thing, if you're going to try to be happy in life and do something that's going to be better for you and you alone, with the 5th house to me ruling leadership and independence, you also having to figure out what can you do better to fully be okay with this thing, to really get on board with it and to really commit to it, like you're going to have to do at the end of December. Chiron as well, going direct at the very end of the week too, I think going to help you to make some of these changes, to feel more comfortable about some of these changes too, and to get on board with everything so that you can begin to step into some new life, being happy here, moving forward, coming in at the end of this month. All right, now your card for the week, Leo, is the 2 of Pentacles reversed. This could be an imbalance coming in here, an imbalance especially in regards to money, because it's a Pentacles card coming in, or practical matters in your life in some way, and you got to figure out how to restore the balance, how to bring the balance back into your life, how to balance your finances, balance your paycheck in some way, or to balance the different parts of your life here so that you can feel like you're whole, so that you can feel like everything is all together and in the way that it needs to be moving forward. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week, Leo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.